Welcome, Libra, to my temple. This is the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle for the month of December 2025. This will be an Astro Tarot forecast that's relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign happens to be Libra. So Libra, before we begin, I just want to mention that I've partnered with a new company, a psychic networking company that will permit me to talk with you over the phone or video phone or regular phone call when I'm available during the day, and they monitor the transaction, and so that you can keep the length of our conversation to where you want it to be. And there's all kinds of discount incentives that they give. So I like it because with our the time differences between Hawaii, where I live, and everywhere else in the world, it's important that you be able to see exactly when I'm available, and so we can time our interaction. Secondly, I put the shamanic Mexican magical passes, the Mexican yoga, on Patreon, where you can purchase each individual magical pass, or you can buy them as a collection of 12. I create 12, one for every star sign for that month. So that there's a link below to that, as well as I've decided also to give you the American Indian animal totem wheel divination method as well. These are medicine cards that depict various animals, and they use the behaviors, the traits of each animal as a life lesson, a spiritual guide. So I'm going to create one for each star sign, and there'll be a Patreon page there for you, and you can purchase them individually or as a collection for the entire month, all of the signs. And I would recommend that because you can look at your sun, moon, and rising alternatives as well. So, all right, with that said, this month is very interesting, Libra, because we've got Venus and Mars both simultaneously traveling through the same signs of Sagittarius and Capricorn. Sagittarius in the first half of the month and Capricorn in the second. So this is your third and your fourth houses. And so these houses will be active during the holidays. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to everyone. The holidays are going to be splendid for you, absolutely splendid. Make the most of them, because with both Venus and Mars transiting your third and fourth house, it's all about family, neighbors, siblings, and your community. While Mars and Venus are traveling through Sagittarius during the first half of the month, it's in your third house of your community, of your siblings, and of communication, of intellectual pursuits, ideas. So it's a very active month intellectually, socially, and through your development of your speaking, writing, and reading abilities, the absorption of knowledge and the transference of knowledge that you have for others. So there's an exchange of intellectual value that's taking place, as well as an increased energetic connectivity to your community, to your siblings. So lots of emailing and phone calling, more so, of course, than usual. I mean, this happens for everyone during the holiday seasons, but for you, it's even much more intense. So you're seeking social interactions aggressively, in a sense, going out and actually trying to connect to your community in whatever way you can, and to exchange ideas and build rapport with your community, with your siblings as well. There's also intellectual pursuits, so you might be wanting to learn something, develop yourself in ways that will add to your ability to communicate, to broaden your technical skills, perhaps, in the area of communication. But overall, it's just a very highlighted time of the year. That is, there's just so much bright energy in your social interactions, your relationships. There might be even some romantic encounters, surreptitiously, through your adventures in your community. So it is not just about your skills at delivering your ideas, but also that these ideas, these communications might spawn some deeper love connections. But be careful, because Mars is very impetuous, and he may incite some kind of conflict of ideas. So differences of opinion, and you'll be much more bold than usual. Libras are born negotiators, diplomats. And there's a certain charm you have in how you express yourself. Makes you great lawyers, makes you great advocates. And so you're able to advocate not only for your own opinion, but for the other person's opinion, being able to put yourself into their shoes. And so this trait is something that's going to be exacerbated, intensified. So you'll be out there just, wielding the sword of truth wherever you go, and hopefully not injuring anyone's ego in the process. So it's going to be a wonderful time for you, because Libras love social interaction. And I know there are Libras who are much more separate, they like their alone time, but generally speaking, Libras are very, very social. So this is a very social time for you, and you'll love it. And you might meet new friends, build new relationships, and be they romantic or otherwise. And your communication with your siblings will be both intense and passionate and loving. So it will be a beautiful time for you. Then, at the end of the month, or the second half of the month, Venus and Mars march together into Capricorn, your fourth house. And this is divine, a divine placement for you, because the fourth house is about your home. And Libras are very aesthetic people. They like beauty and order and symmetry. And so you're going to bring this into your home, into making your home more beautiful, more luxurious, more expressive of yourself. And so interior decorating, decorating for the holidays will bring you great joy, and your enthusiasm for such things will be heightened. And so your creative eye for the perfect setting is going to be given a great deal of boost of present energy. You're going to be present for it. You're not going to want to hide from the responsibilities or the celebration that's a part of the whole happiness that this will bring to your home. So this is a wonderful, wonderful thing for you, Libra. Look forward to it. So now we're ready for your tarot forecast. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Namaste. Welcome, Libra, to your tarot forecast for the holidays for December 2025. Again, relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Libra. So I'm shuffling a little bit more. I've already shuffled the cards before, but for your benefit, I shuffle in front of the camera, and I place 2 reversals into the mix so that if we should receive a reversal, it will have impact. I want to remember right now what was your Astro Tarot forecast, Astro, the Astro part of it, and think about that as I put the cards down and create 2 other. Let's make sure, yes, let's put that underneath. Let's put this one on top. There we go. Now we're ready. This is a 4-card spread, Libra. And the first one represents the overall mood or energy of the month. I try to connect it to the astrological forecast if possible. So we have justice. We have justice. This is justice is ruled by Libra. So let me turn this down just a bit. There you go. There you go. Maybe you'll see it better that way. And so this is Lady Justice. You are this figure that is, you embody what justice is all about, which is fair, impartial weighing of the evidence. So your sense of fairness that brings ultimate justice has to do with your impartial stance in any given conflict. If you're in litigation of any kind, this is a positive indication of victory, because you hold the sword of truth, as does Lady Justice. So this is about legal issues that may be in the atmosphere that one has to deal with on a very logical and impartial, unbiased method, not to take sides until all the evidence is in. But overall, it's about conducting yourself in a manner that is always beyond reproach, never expressing a prejudice, always considering the other person's point of view. So it's a very Librian, and it is very much so from the astrological implications of the third and the fourth house being very active. In the position of what will challenge you, we have the Page of Swords. Pages are about messages that carry ideas, concepts. If it is about a young man, he's an air sign like you are, and he may be challenging you in some way. He's young without being a child, and so maybe a teenager or early 20s, and he, as a air sign young person, is one who is very verbal, intellectual, and generally very rational and capable of communicating clearly their ideas and intentions. If you know someone like that, they may be a challenge to you in some way. Maybe their ideas may challenge you, or their philosophy may challenge you. But this is about communication, heightened communication, that is about ideas, new ideas, or just a concert of ideas. And so it's about mental acuity, staying sharp mentally, which may be difficult sometimes when you're a little bit too inebriated from these celebrations. So I understand that, but that's the challenge, is to stay alert, to stay focused mentally, and to welcome new ideas, new ways of thinking about things. So that is your challenge. And it's interesting because both Justice and the Page are about the mind, about the activity of the mind. And you are a very mentally focused, or you pass much of your experience through an intellectual sieve, sort of analytical, looking at your life situations and events through your deep sense of balance and analysis. So that's you. So we've got a court of people here, unexpected. This is Queen of Pentacles. She's the, I call her the Martha Stewart of the deck. She's makes for an absolutely beautiful domestic environment. She balances that with a sharp business acumen, a practical and very productive material acumen that she has. So she balances both worlds of the domestic scene that she lives in and nurtures, as well as the commercial or financial world that she also seems to have some mastery over. So both are balanced. And it's interesting because we've got Mars and Venus in the 4th of your home. And it is exactly that. It would be like having Martha Stewart herself transform your home into a sort of a movie set of a Christmas, an ideal Christmas or an ideal Hanukkah, an ideal holiday setting. So she is the one to execute this. Now that might be you. That might be just this domestic bliss. It might simply be something that's a product of a family effort. But definitely your home becomes your palace, your place of refuge and love and beauty. So, unexpectedly. Then how do we end all this? Look at this. Yay. Let me show you up close. See that? That's the star. You're the star of the show. And you should be, with all the effort that's going to take to create the perfect holiday environment, if that's your effort. So the star, you become the star of the show. This is hope. This is healing. This is a new world coming as we enter a new year. The star brings hope. She brings balance of the spiritual world and the material world as she pours water onto the land and onto the water itself. The stars are about achieving inner guidance, that is, finding your way through the dark, into the star, into the light, into your own light. And this is about you shining out, about you bringing a new level of peace and a certain calmness that comes with self-acceptance. She's naked. That means she has no shame. She's completely accepted herself. And that brings the peace, and that brings the calm, and it brings the hope, and it brings the energy to continue into a new way of being, new way of expressing yourself confidently. She is the ultimate example of confidence as she naked pours water onto the land and onto the water itself. She's emotionally balanced. She's completely at home in herself. So that's a wonderful gift for you, Libra. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining me and for supporting the channel and for your messages and your love. Thank you. I'll see you next year. Namaste.